Hey my naturalistas, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to click the like button and comment and subscribe down below. And if you are a returner, how have you not subscribed yet? Please guys, can you please click the like button and comment down below so we can help the YouTube algorithm find me, and that's where my videos will get suggested more and then we'll just be all over the place. Today I am going to be talking about must-haves of low porosity or high porosity hair. What are the must-haves? I know persons will be thinking, okay, I know I am low porosity or high porosity, but what does that entail? What does that mean? What do I need to do essentially for my hair to flourish? And that's what I'm going to be covering in this video. However, if you have not watched my signs that you may have low porosity or high porosity hair, so you can understand where you fall, just click this same video up there, or it'll be down below in the description box. Just click it out, and while you're there, just click that like button and subscribe or comment, just putting that up there. But okay, let's get into the video. So if you have watched my previous video that I spoke about, you would know that low porosity hair has closed cuticles, and you'd actually know what cuticles are, and high porosity hair has open cuticles, and you know what they are as well and what it does. But I'll just reiterate for my newcomers. I see you. But okay, cuticles are basically the doors to your hair shaft, which is the strand of your hair, and what it does is that it lets moisture in or allows moisture to leave. Low porosity hair has naturally closed cuticles, so moisture is really hard to get in. But high porosity hair has natural open cuticles, so moisture gets in and out as easily. So this video basically talk about how you can work with all of that to still have flourishing hair, because you'll know what your hair needs. First thing that we're going to discuss is moisture and protein. Now, both porosities need moisture and protein, but at different levels, especially for protein. With moisture, it's important for both, because with low porosity, it's hard for us to get the moisture in. So what you will have to focus on is applying heat to make sure that the moisture penetrates. So deep conditioning, moisturizing, deep conditioners are very, very important for low porosity hair. However, high porosity hair, just as important, but mainly because it leaves and enters just as quickly. So what would be important for high porosity hair is what you do to seal it and to keep the moisture in. I recommend for low porosity hair that you use either a heating cap, or you sit under your hair dryer with a shower cap on for at least 15 to 30 minutes before washing it out. Or you could be extra like me, because I'm extra when it comes to my hair. And I stay in it for like 2 hours. Yeah. So you could be extra like me and do that, or you just keep it in for a certain amount of time, but you need to apply heat. High porosity hair, you're a whole nother story. You don't really need heat to help your hair you don't really need heat to help the moisture penetrate. However, what would be good is that you use some sealant to help keep it in. So for both porosities, you should be deep conditioning at least once a week. Now, the sister to moisturizing deep treatments is protein treatment. You just can't keep the moisture without the protein, especially my high porosity sisters. You need protein, because like I said inside the video, the previous one, some persons may know protein treatments as strengthening treatments, and that's what it does. It strengthens your hair strands. My low porosity girls, you should be doing a protein treatment at least once a month, because you may be sensitive to protein overload, and we don't want protein overload because your hair be brittle like straw and easy to break, and it's just not cute at all. That's what I'm saying for that. Once a month for low porosity girls, protein treatments essential. High porosity girls, you need to have protein treatments at least once to 2 times every month, and that depends on how damaged your hair is. So it fills the gaps, it improves your elasticity, and it reduces breakage, which you are prone to due to the gaps that are in your hair strand. My low porosity girls, you don't necessarily have to use a protein treatment. Once you have some protein element in your products or deep conditioners, that's good. Once you see the product says hydrolyzed wheat protein or hydrolyzed whey protein or hydrolyzed something, once it's hydrolyzed, you know. I will have an example of how it could look right here. But yeah, that's how you can incorporate it in your regimen, and that way you don't have to worry about doing your protein treatment every month so much. Now, when you see that you really need a protein treatment, you could do it. But once you incorporate it, it should not be a problem. Now, as it pertains to butters and oils, it's a different story. Both porosities does not require the same thing. And the reason why you need these oils or whatnot, because they are the sealing mechanism inside the LCO method. And it's the O, oils. So there are two. There's the LCO and there's the LOC. The L stands for liquid or leave-in conditioners. The O stands for oils, or you could use butters, sealants, all those kind of stuff. That's what the O stands for. And the C is for creams. Any moisturizing, and like moisturizing butters, moisturizing smoothies, and all those hair products that say stuff like that, that's what the cream would be for. My low porosity girls, I normally don't do the whole LCO or LOC method, but I like to call moisture retention method because that's what you're trying to do, retain moisture. But I don't usually do the whole thing. I usually just do a LC or LO, mainly because my hair just isn't taking up any moisture and it leaves residue on my strands. But if there's a light enough cream that I could use, I would use that. But for high porosity girls, you need the heavy products. You need the heavy products to seal in the moisture because of your open cuticles, and you need it to reduce frizz. Examples of these heavy butters you can use would be castor oil, a favorite of everybody's, shea butter, mango butter. You can use coconut oil and olive oil. Now, as it pertains to the products each porosity should be using, I'm not saying that you have to, but it's around the same area that you should be incorporating inside of your whole routine. So for low porosity, those things would be any products that contain aloe, honey. Honey, because it's a humectant, that means it attracts water and traps it in, which would be good for you because it's hard for you to retain moisture. So anything with honey, aloe, glycerin, all that stuff, that's good for you. Products like that for you. So yes, that's the products that low porosity girls would possibly need. High porosity, on the other hand, you need way much more moisturizing products. With high porosity, you need products that give you slip, has water as the first ingredient, and you need those products to be heavy and thick, especially if you have high density hair. If you find that your hair reacts well to thick products and your hair reacts well to products that has high water concentrations and slip, those are the 3 things you have to look for. And as you go, you get to know your hair and what your hair likes and what your hair needs. So low porosity girls, like I said in the first tip, you can use heat to open your cuticles. So when you're washing your hair, use warm water. Use warm water to wash, use warm water to rinse it out. Just use warm water. It's going to help your cuticles to stay open, and that's where you'll be able to get the moisture in, so that it's automatically going to close by itself, so that when it closes by itself, yeah, your moisture is trapped and you're good to go. However, for high porosity girls, A way in which you can help your cuticles to close or become shut is through pH. Your pH balance needs to be there. I would say use the apple cider vinegar rinse within your LCO method, because it would actually also help with closing your cuticles and keeping them closed for as long as possible for you to retain moisture. The next thing that I'm going to discuss is pre-poos. You need them because after a long week of hairstyling, your hair is probably dry. And for high porosity girls, it's like really dry probably, because you're losing so much moisture. So what pre-poo does is that it helps to add some moisture back to your hair so that when you do your wash days, you have something to work with. And the shampoo does not just take everything out. So pre-poos are important for both porosities. Next thing on the list is the hairstyles that you put in your hair. How you put those hairstyles in your hair. You need to, as much as possible, especially if length retention is important to you, you need to do stretched hairstyles. And I'll tell you why, because it's important for different reasons for both porosities. High porosity hair, stretched hairstyles is important because normally you don't get as much tangles. However, what you do get is shedding. And when you have loose hair shedding and get tangled with the hair that is already on your head and attached to your scalp, it's going to cause knots and breakage. So stretched hairstyles is important because of that. And also, not because you have low porosity hair means that you won't endure any shrinkage. We all suffer from shrinkage, but shrinkage is a beautiful thing. So that is for low porosity hair. High porosity hair, you are prone to tangle, and your hair strands are weak due to the gaps and hole in it from your open cuticles. So what hair styles would be essential for you would mostly be styles that keep your strands together like a community. So of course they'll have to be stretched, but you should probably incorporate more twists and braids and banding method hairstyles, or you could try the African threading for you to do some hairstyles with that stretching method. And also you can do wash and goes. I know it's not a popular thing, but I believe it could work. It works, guys. It works. And I'm gonna do some, but you can do wash and goes because the whole purpose of wash and goes is to clamp your strands together, and that's what we need. We need them to be clumped together as a community. So that's some tips for hairstyling for both porosities. Thank you guys for coming to the end of this video. I'm proud of you. Don't forget to click the like button down below. Subscribe. You can click my face. It's going to be somewhere in this area. Click my face and also check out some other videos. And let's get my watch time up. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.